See this moment here? This is the exact moment where the greatest hockey player on the planet sees an opening before anyone else. Some may call it luck, some may call it skill, but this is how one broken play created the most iconic goal in hockey history. February 28th, 2010. The gold medal game between Team Canada and Team USA at the Vancouver Olympics was the pinnacle of hockey. Best on best on the biggest sporting stage on the planet. The pressure of a game like this is enormous, and that is an understatement. So when you get an overtime situation like this, very few players can make special things happen. But speaking of OT, let's look at how we got to this point in the first place. Early in the first period, Canada feeds off the energy of the crowd, and their forecheck forces a juicy turnover. An absolute dog of a player, Mike Richards, goes hard at Erik Johnson on the forecheck, and despite not creating an initial turnover, Johnson looks to advance the puck to his deep partner in Brian Rafalski. Now, that's actually not a horrid play if Rafalski can confidently move this puck to his support, but he's also got a 21-year-old Jonathan Toews draped all over him. As soon as Johnson makes the pass, Mike Richards is all over Rafalski, and in a second with a beautiful stick lift, he forces a turnover. Richards fires one on net, Miller stops the initial shot, and Toews is there to bang home the rebound to make it 1-0. Fast forward to the second period, and Canada's Ryan Getzlaf looks to strike again on a rush play. As Getzlaf drives wide, the States have numbers back, but forward Ryan Malone doesn't pick up the trailer. Getzlaf makes the decision to throw this on net, but it's intercepted by none other than Ryan Whitney. Yes, the same Ryan Whitney on Spitting Chicklets. Except instead of intercepting it, he actually just tees this one up for Corey Perry, and a golden opportunity makes Canada go up 2-0. But in this game, the bounces went both ways, as 5 minutes later, a Ryan Kesler tip would squeak by Roberto Luongo. This goal was simple hockey executed at the highest level. As Kesler enters the offensive zone, he swings it out wide to Patrick Kane, and he drives the middle of the ice. Watch Kesler even tap his stick, knowing that he's wide open for a tip if Kane can find him dead on. Of course, with Patrick Kane being one of the best playmakers in the world, he finds Kesler for a perfect tip, and the pressure is on Canada with the lead cut to 2-1. There were a couple close calls for both teams, but it wasn't until the final minute of play where the States would completely silence an entire crowd. As the States cycle keeps the puck alive, forward Joe Pavelski throws this puck into the slot. Now, from the broadcast view, this looks like it's going to be an errant pass. It looks like Canada will likely break possession and close out this game. But out of nowhere comes none other than Showtime himself and Patrick Kane. He takes an awkward puck and does the one thing any hockey player does in desperation, and that's just to throw it on the net. It ends up hitting the leg of Jamie Langenbrunner, bounces off Luongo, and Zach Parise shocks the entire hockey world. With sports fans watching all over the world, the amount of pressure that was on Team Canada was enormous. To give up a lead when you're that close after you've played such a good game is completely demoralizing and can rattle your confidence. Luckily for Team Canada, they had a ton of veteran leadership in that room to help them battle some of the adversity. Sidney Crosby stated that having a veteran player like Scott Niedermayer was huge in between intermissions when it came to just refocusing and getting back to their game.
And then we came in, we only had 30 seconds, so we come in the room, and it's still kind of like lingering, right? And I remember Scott Niedermayer was just so cool and calm, and just, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was so he was convinced we were going to win. Judging by the way he was talking, I just remember, wow, this guy's been through everything.
That leads us to this moment right here. The best player in the world going 1-on-4 in overtime to try and avoid every Canadian's worst nightmare. Now, in a do-or-die game, going 1-on-4 isn't exactly the smartest play, but this is Sidney Crosby we're talking about. And as he attempts to split the D, Rafalski does a good job at standing him up, playing the body, and the puck trickles towards Miller, who just swats it towards the boards. What you have is Sidney Crosby, who is going to be first to this puck, with Jerome McGinley down low and Team USA playing man coverage. Suter has Iggy and Rafalski has Crosby. As the puck crawls up the boards, Crosby presumably will control this puck and initiate the cycle down low. Except the puck gets caught in referee Bill McCreary's skates. Now you officially have a broken play. But the best player in the world thinks the game faster than anyone. And even though Crosby overskates this puck, he reacts quicker than Rafalski and throws a quick poke check to cycle it down low to Jerome Iginla. Before the puck even reaches Iginla, Crosby instantly takes off. This is the moment Sidney Crosby knew he had a brief opening as he screams to Iginla for the puck. Iginla finds him, and now Crosby is in a shooting position, but it's not ideal. It's on a weird angle, and Ryan Miller is one of the best goalies in the world at the time. He knows his shooters, and Miller even said in 2015 that he made the decision to play Crosby's backhand since that was one of Sid's best strengths. So, after a failed 1-on-4 attempt and a broken play, Crosby's anticipation and hockey IQ has led him to this exact moment right here. With all the funny bounces in this game and all of Canada holding their collective breath, you're about to witness the most iconic goal in hockey history.
On the ice with Iginla. Iginla scores and scores! Sidney Crosby, the golden goal! And Canada has once in a lifetime Olympic gold!
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one was a blast to make. I remember being in my family room as a kid watching this game. It's one of my all-time favorite hockey moments from my favorite hockey player. So let me know where you were when you watched this game, if you're even old enough to watch this game, and if you think that this was the best hockey game of all time. Drop a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more hockey breakdowns just like this, click on any of the links on the screen, subscribe, and turn on notifications.